grow and enhance every day with the help of book summaries and books. Let us see 74th book on our journey. We have set a target of completing 200 books in this entire year. On this journey, we are here on the 74th book. The name of the book that we have today is Bounce Back: How to Fail Fast and Be Resilient at Work, written by Susan Khan. Let us see the small target audience list. Who this book is for: the 32-year-old dad who is just lost his job and feels discouraged. If someone who lost their job and feels discouraged, for them this book will help them to bounce back. The 57-year-old executive that failed a lot recently and wonders if she can still make it, means those who have gone through back-to-back failures, and anyone who wants to develop their resilience muscle inside. For them, this book will help in better way. Let us see the small synopsis. Bounce Back is a book written by Susan Khan, a business coach who will teach you the psychology of resilience to stay strong from the perspectives of the Greek philosophy. I'm sorry for the misspelling. Philosophy, Sigmund Freud, and modern neuroscience, so you can recover quickly from professional blunders of all kinds of people by changing your thinking. Let us hear from the Susan Khan. Greater self-awareness and greater understanding will help you to be more resilient and to find a way to work through these worries. Have you ever admired someone else for the resilience? Maybe you know someone who has gone through some pretty difficult challenges but bounced back as if nothing happened. There are lots of people who you might be seeing in your journey, either it may be relatives, either it may be from your role models. How do they do that? All of us will go through the tough times in life, that is for sure. But the difference between regular people and the resilient people is that they don't let adversity define them. Resilience is all about being flexible and adaptable and handling demanding situations without getting bent out of shape. If you are all ready to develop this awesome skill in your career, Bounce Back: How to Fail Fast and Be Resilient at Work, written by Susan Khan, is the perfect book for you. Using her extensive experience as a business psychologist, Susan Khan will not just teach how to survive the curveballs life, how the life throws your way, but how to flourish in whatever you do. This is what I connected. How to flourish in whatever you do. Let us see the top 3 lessons from this book. Top 3 lessons are here. These are just 3 of many lessons in this book that have helped me learn resilience. If you want to be successful, the key is accepting that failure is inevitable. Means if you want to become successful, accept that failure is inevitable. And second powerful lesson is you can use fail fast systems to make failing easier. Having a sense of purpose makes you resilient even the things get hard. Are you ready to become resilient? Let's just jump right in. Let us see the lesson number 1. We need to accept that we are going to fail if we want to become successful at anything in life. In ancient Greece, merchants who owned failed businesses had to sit in the marketplace with a basket over their heads while others ridiculed them for their failures. Pretty harsh, right? Let me repeat this statement. In the ancient Greece, merchants like shopkeepers or shop merchants who owned failed businesses had to sit in the marketplace with a basket over their heads while others ridiculed them for their failures. It was pretty harsh, but being bullied in the market, right? Thankfully, modern society is not quite so unkind about failure. But yet, a fear of failure still seems to live on. But all professionals and organizations can learn a lot from failure. Failure doesn't mean you are less smart or you are less able. Even accomplished people or institutions experience that failure. But the key is that they learn from it. Just think about one of the most successful basketball players in the history, Michael Jordan. Let us take an example of a basketball player. Michael Jordan is a basketball player. He was not any stranger to failure. In fact, he missed over 9,000 shots in his career, and 26 of those were even potential game winners. But as he famously said, that is why I succeed. He failed almost 9,000 shots in his career. Out of them, only 26 are game winners. Need more convincing? Let us take another example of J.K. Rowling. He doesn't need any introduction. Whenever you listen the name of J.K. Rowling, you will simply remember the Harry Potter, right? He's the one of the world's most famous children's authors who penned that Harry Potter series. He experienced her fair share of failure. Her books were rejected by dozens of publishing houses before they become a global sensation. Let me repeat this. J.K. Rowling books were rejected by dozens of publishing houses before they became a global sensation. And the another example here, Thomas Alva Edison, inventor of the light bulb, thought of each failure as a step in the right direction. With all of his failed attempts, he said he found 10,000 ways that light bulb would not work. Obviously, failure is important to success, but not everyone is going to be accepting of it. Stakeholders such as clients or bosses will often be upset about it. That's why it is vital to have a system that allows risk taking and failures, but helps you maintain these relationships. This is what the author calls fail fast. Let us see lesson number 2, how to use this fail fast system in our life. Lesson number 2, use fail fast to help people make the most of their failure. The idea of a fail fast originates from systems design. It is a technology that promptly reports problems that could likely result in serious issues down the line. When it reports a problem, operations are paused so the flaw can be fixed. Businesses later adapted this idea to stress test products. Stress means the products which are providing the stress or which are relieving the stress. Stress test products. Businesses adapted this idea for that products early in development to ensure that they wouldn't fail after years of investment. You can do something similar in our daily lives or in your daily work activities. The only guaranteed way to avoid failure in life is by never trying anything new. If you are not trying anything new, then there will be no failure. Even there will be no success. But this will never help you grow or to achieve great things. We only really thrive when we are excited and challenged in our work. When we are caught in the same old routine, we stop producing our best work. So many of us get caught in the trap of familiarity. Do you know why? Because once we get really good at something, we start to become risk averse. It feels good to be an expert at something, and we don't want to leave the comfort zone we worked hard to create. Embracing something new and challenging means we are not an expert and we are likely to face failure. This is where failing fast comes in handy. As we know, failure helps us learning like nothing else can. Let me repeat this. Failure helps you learn like nothing else can. So if an organization wants to thrive in the today's world, they can't just tolerate failure. They have to embrace the failure. This means the leaders need to actively encourage experimentation and make sure that there are moderate challenges. So if you want to become a digital leader, which is our target, then you need to encourage the experimentation on digital tools. Lots of tools we can experiment and make sure there are a lot of challenges in the journey. Challenges will help people come up with the creative solutions, but also keep the stakes relatively low when they do fail. And when they do, they have the opportunity to learn about what works and what doesn't work. Let us see the lesson number 3. Purpose enables you to bounce back even when things get rough. Remember, your life is like a sine wave. You might have gone through the trigonometry. There will be a sine wave, or if you see in the medical industry, or if you see any hospital, there will be ECG. Like there will be spikes to go up and spikes to go down, right? In the same way, your life also goes up sometimes and goes down sometimes. The only thing is, how do you bounce back when you are going down, and how do you sustain when you're going up matters. Then that is the place this one word helps you to move forward, which is nothing but purpose. When we know what we are doing and why we are doing it, we are a lot more likely to be resilient. It is the why that takes or gets someone through grueling training for a marathon. Having a sense that what we are doing means something helps us persevere. Take a minute to think about it. Are you emotionally invested in what you do? If you are, it's likely that you go the extra mile, because you will not only have more professional success, but you also will feel more fulfilled. Let me repeat this. Are you emotionally invested in what you do? If you are, it's likely that you go the extra mile, because you will not only have more professional success, but you will also feel more fulfilled. So if you want to be more resilient in what you do, you need to find what matters to you. Again, repeating, if you want to be more resilient in what you do, you need to find out what matters to you. This means committing to having a working life that gives you purpose, which can be hard and scary. People might not understand why you want to do what you want to do, but it will be worth it. After all, we only have one life. This is one powerful statement. After all, we have only one life. Why not do what you care about? The Japanese have a word for a sense of purpose that makes you want to get out of bed each and every morning, which is nothing but Ikigai. There is a book named called Ikigai. What is meant by Ikigai? It is nothing but a reason for being. And Ikigai is something you do because it matters, not just because it makes you money. To find your Ikigai, ask yourself 4 important questions. What do you love doing? What are you good at? How the world badly needs your service on that, or what does that world needs, and what can you be paid for it? Your purpose or your Ikigai should be where all of these overlap. Finding this will not only give you a more fulfilled professional life, but also will help you be much more likely to be bounce back when things get rough. Let me repeat this statement. Finding your Ikigai will not only help you to give more fulfilled professional life, but also help you to more likely to bounce back. As I told you, right, sine wave, it will help you to bounce back at the down phase of your life, or it will help you to have more fulfilled professional life. So find out the answers of these questions and find out the connection of the four answers so that you will know your purpose easily. Okay, thank you so much, and let us see the mind map lessons of the same book summary. Let me share mind map. We have seen top 3 lessons of this book, and we have seen the Ikigai questions. Let us see the top 3 lessons again, and we will recollect the examples of the real time, whatever we have seen. These are the top 3 lessons. Accept that failure is inevitable. If you want to become a successful person, accept that failure is inevitable. Second thing is use fail fast systems to make failing easier. And the third powerful lesson is have a sense of purpose, which makes you resilient even the things get harder. Let me add one more thing, learnings, what we have learned. And what we have learned, we have seen Michael, who failed in basketball for 9,000 in 9,000 shots. And we have seen J.K. Rowling, who had seen her failures of publishing, dozens of publishing. She tried for dozens of publishing, but she failed in accepting that publishing book, Harry Potter. And third person that we have seen, Thomas Alva Edison, in find out ways of light bulb that doesn't work for him. In his 10,000 atoms, some people say 1,000 atoms, or some people say 200 atoms. Many people say different atoms. It doesn't matter about the number of atoms, but how you resonate or how do you stay resilient from the experimentation. If you never try something new, then there is no failure. Even there is no success also. So if you are not trying something new, then there will be no failure. That is another lesson that we have seen in fail fast systems. If you want to learn and grow faster pace, use that fail fast and fail different system. These are the few learnings, and if you want to sustain long run game, identify your purpose with the help of Ikigai. What is that Ikigai? The reason that who you want to be. So these are the learnings that we have learned from this book summary. Let me reveal the 4 questions of Ikigai again. What do you love at? What you love doing? You may write down anything like singing, coding, mathematics, playing games, or anything. You can write down cooking. No, I am not resonated with that. So traveling. And you can write down what are you good at. Like coding, designing, editing, content writing, emails, marketing. Like this, you can write down whatever you are good at. What does the world need right now? This is a critical job that you need to do market research for this. You need to do market research. Just follow Google Trends every day. Google Trends. and trending searches, so that you will find out what people are looking for, and select few observe the questions in the Quora, so that you will get where the people are looking for. And the fourth powerful question is, what can you be paid for? Not all the things that you love for is paid for. Identify the services where people are ready to pay for. And remember one more thing, become a specialist rather than generalist. If you go to a hospital, you pay more for the neurologist rather than for the general physician. The main reason is neurologist is a more specific or specialist on the neuros, and whereas the general physician, they will do everything, but they will get less paid for. So become a specialist by narrowing down your services. That's how you can do. So these are the four things that you need to figure out the answers, and you need to figure out the common point of all these four. That will be your purpose. So in this case, we will get the mixed purpose here. I recommend you to do this exercise again in your free time and find out your real purpose, which will help you to move forward and which will help you to bounce back in your tough times. Thank you so much. See you in another book summary tomorrow. Until then, stay